Hello students, I am Anshu Nain. Today we will study about the remaining part of the first chapter, Human Geography. So let's start. We already discussed about what is the human geography and the concept, evolution of the human geography. First is environmental determinism. You know what is the meaning of the environmental determinism? When the human beings controlled by the nature and work according to the nature. And the second concept is possibilism. What is the second concept? Is possibilism. In a possibilism, by the development of the technology, human beings know how to use and we can make the many things by the resources of the nature. This period is called possibilism. But third concept, which is given by the Griffith Taylor, neo-determinism, stop and go determinism. This is the perfect definition concept of human geography. According to this, when nature is allowed, we use this. But when it is not allowed, for example, in a traffic light, is a red light, we stop at once and don't use the resources of the nature and don't try to modify the nature. We already discussed about this. Now today we will read about the different thoughts of the human geography. What are the different thoughts given by the geographer about the human geography? First is welfare and humanistic school of thought. According to this thoughts, the main aim of the geography is welfare of the human beings and the evolution, all the resources and use of them according to the welfare, prosperity and to make the happy life of the human beings. Welfare and the humanistic school of thoughts mainly concerned with the different aspect of the social well-being of the people, aspect like housing, health and education. So here, this concept is mainly connected to the social being, social being. How we make the society well. To give the perfect settlement and the facilities of the education and the health facilities, etc. So this concept is connected with to make the human lives more comfortable and relaxful, happy and prosperous life. The aim of the geography. And the second is radical school of thought. Second thought is radical school of thought. According to this is concerned with the explain the causes of the poverty, deprivation and the social inequality. What are the main reason in the world and we can take in our country? Main reason of the poverty, how the many peoples are deprived from the many means, otherwise many resources. And next is social inequality. We can see in many fields social inequalities and how we can reduce them. In a radical thought, we study about this. Otherwise, radical school of thought is connected to know the answer of this question. What are the reason of the poverty? What are the reason of the social inequality? How the many peoples are deprived from the many resources. Next is behavior school of thought. Yes, this thought is connected. It laid greater emphasis on the experience and also, the spelling is wrong here, on the perception of the space by the social category based on the ethnicity and race and religion, etc. This thought is connected. Behavior school. This is based on the experience of the past. We learn many things by the experience of the past. So this great pressure, emphasis is on the experience and also on the perception of the space by the social category based on the ethnicity, race and religion. Social category according to their race, according to their religion, according to their caste, what are the experience we feel in the past, how we can make the means of the development for them. We study in this thought, behavior school of thought. So I explain again different thought of the human geography. Different thoughts which is given by many geographers, thoughts of human geography. First is welfare of humanistic school of thought. This is mainly connected to the welfare, to the prosperity of the human beings, to give the better settlement, better education, better medical facilities or pure water, etc. and cleanness. Radical school of thought. This thought is especially connected. What are the main reason of the social evils? For example, poverty, inequality and deprivation. How the many peoples are deprived from the many means of the society. What are the main reasons? How they are deprived? Why are not see the equality in our society? What are the main reason for this? We discuss in this thought. And third is behavior. School of thought. This is connected to the experience according to their religion, race, caste, etc. We see in the society how we can change them, how we can come to the equality in these fields, etc. So you understand different thoughts of human geography. Now the next topic. Yes. Human geography through the corridors of time. It is according to the period of time. Earlier there was a little interaction between the different societies and the knowledge about each other was limited. We already discussed about this in earlier period, especially in primitive periods. A little interaction between the nature and the human beings, because they have no knowledge how to use the resources of the nature. Travels and explore, use of share the information about the areas of their visits, and by the development of the technology, we travel from one place to another and explore their information, explain their information, give the knowledge of many things, transport their views, transport their information to each other in the world. As this period is called possibilism. Navigation skill. And the navigation skill were not developed and the voyages were full of the danger. Navigation skill, I know this is very This is the full of the danger. But by the development of the navigation skill, international trade is successful, and we can very successful, and we can do easily with the many countries trades and very fastly. The late 15th century witnessed attempt to the exploration in, तो लेट 15th सेंचुरी में व्हाट आर द एवोल्यूशन इन द ह्यूमन ज्योग्राफी? इन द लेट 15th century human beings explore their ideas with each other, discuss about the many things. Europe and slowly the myth and the mysteries about the countries and the people started to open up. You know, Europe is a developed continent and technology is very fast in a comparison of the another continent. So we also familiar with the technology and slowly myth and the mysteries. What are the mysteries of about the technology, about the development in the Europe? Slowly we also known about this. Many countries take the information about this. What are the development, what are the technology uses by the European peoples, and how we can take the benefit from that, how we can use them. Started to open it, and the colonial period provided impetus for the further exploration in order to access the resources of the region and to obtain information. In a colonial period, for example, Africa continent, except only the one country, whole country are seized by the European countries. And here, they use these people as a laborer and use their resources by their technology. So this period is called colonial period. In this period, exploration of many technology, how we can use in these resources and makes the many things in a very short period. And the information, how we can take the many information from the many affairs, many resources. We in the world also known about this. So we discuss about here the human geography through the corridors of time, otherwise period of time. Once again I am explaining in a first earlier period, in a primitive period, या फिर in a environmental determinism, there is a little interaction between the nature and human beings. But by the development of the technology, period has come of the possibilism, and man also known about how we can use the resources of the nature. And in the 15th century, exploration of the ideas and information in the world also started, and to know about the knowledge of the navigation, international trades is very successful and fastly between the countries also started. And in a European country are very developed, and in the period of the colonial, when the European country make the African country as their colonies, exploration of the many technology and the ideas, we know also familiar with many means, how we can develop, how we can use the lot of resources of nature. So now the last topic of this chapter, human geography, sister discipline of the social science. What is the meaning? Human geography, what are the field, what are the subject? From this is connected कौन से ऐसे सब्जेक्ट हैं जिनसे ह्यूमन ज्योग्राफी क्या है, कनेक्टेड है? नो एनी फील्ड, नो एनी सब्जेक्ट which are not connected with the human geography. First is field of the human geography. First is social geography. In a social geography, we discuss about the behavioral geography, geography of social well-being, how we can make the society well, geography of leisure, how we can make the life of the people comfortable, culture geography, different type of the culture of different region. We also discuss in this social geography, gender geography, historical geography and medical geography. We study in social geography, social science, for example sociology. This is also the part of the human geography. Psychology and welfare economics all are connected to each other. Second is urban geography. What is the urban geography? In this we discuss about the settlement. What are the, which type of the settlement we found in the urban areas? What are the conditions responsible for increase the urban settlement? Urban studies and the planning. Political geography is also connected to human geography. Electoral geography. What are the electoral geography? This is connected to our election. What are the methods? What are the periods? And what are the rules uses in the election? And military geography is also discussed in human geography. Otherwise, this is the part of the human geography. Political science or speciology. What is the speciology? Yes, speciology क्या होता है? Speciology, it is connected to the election, analysis of the election. Military science, it is connected to our military power. And the demography, it is connected to our population. Population geography, which type of the population we find in any countries, densely populated areas, what are the reason of this? Otherwise sparsely populated areas, what are the reason for this? And settlement category, which type of the settlement we see in any country, rural type, urban types, otherwise mix up. So these are the field of the human geography. No any subject which is not connected for the geography. All the subjects are connected with geography. So you understand this chapter? Thank you.